Against a backdrop of global economic uncertainty and volatile performance of traditional investment equities, the agricultural sector is emerging as an increasingly popular asset class for investors seeking long-term and solid growth potential. It's easy to understand why. The world's population is growing, and subsequently there is a proportionate rise in demand for food. When you couple this with the fact that millions of hectares of land each year are being reallocated to urban development, resulting in a diminishing supply in food production, investment in the agricultural sector makes a lot of sense. After all, it slots perfectly into the age-old formula for success by meeting a growing demand of a diminishing supply. Opportunities to invest in agricultural assets are plentiful, with the two main options being to buy stocks and shares in companies operating in this sector or direct investment in agricultural land. While well-managed companies are likely to capitalize on this growth industry and return respectable profits and dividends, shareholders are still vulnerable to market sentiment and exposed to the precarious nature of commodity price fluctuations. For investors who favor assets with a lower degree of correlation to the performance of the stock market and where capital growth is largely driven by the long-term supply and demand element plus income-generating potential, agricultural land may be a preferred option. Over extended periods, farmland has outperformed more conventional investment instruments and provided an element of stability in a diverse portfolio by delivering consistent capital growth that is not impacted by erratic market trends. If the word farmland has conjured up visions of endless fields of wheat or acre upon acre of corn, allow us to plant another image in your mind: fruit trees. Mango trees in Panama, to be specific. Although mangoes are considered as a luxury or exotic fruit in the U.S. and Europe, in many high-density population countries, they are a staple part of the diet. In fact, some sources quote mangoes as the most widely eaten tree fruit in the world. An opportunity for private investors to capitalize on direct investment in a mango plantation in Panama is available through a company with an excellent record of accomplishment in offering safe, secure, and due diligence tested projects in the agricultural sector. There are many reasons why Panama has earned and deserves its high ranking as an attractive investment location in the emerging Latin American market. Forging a link between the North and South American continents and the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, Panama is one of the most strategically important nations in the world and, as such, benefits from international economic input and attention. Panama has a strong and consistent record of economic growth built on a foundation of investor confidence that the secure asset protection legislation provides. Panama is a country with many different climate conditions, fresh water sources, and rich soil, making it suitable for cultivation of a wide variety of crops. Also in Panama's favor is that it is located outside of hurricane and other extreme weather zones, and neither is Panama vulnerable to earthquakes or volcanic activity. In short, Panama has the perfect combination of conditions for long growth cycle plantations. Despite being the perfect location for agricultural development from a geographical, economical, and environmental perspective, only 4% of farmable land in Panama is in production. Historically, the nation has focused on other industry sectors, including finance, logistics, and tourism. However, times are changing. Food shortages are becoming the predominant discussion among world leaders who recognize that they need to take action now to meet an ever-increasing demand from a growing population. Projections forecast that over 80% of food and energy demands in the near future will come from the developing world, driven by what many predict as inevitable changes in the demographic constitution of the population of these nations. Partnering now with Panama's leading plantation management company presents an unprecedented opportunity to acquire agricultural investment land at low entry-level prices in a long-term sustainable asset with annual income starting as early as year 2 following your capital outlay. As an investor, you can hold the asset and profits in one of several different ways, providing your investment vehicle of choice meets the legal requirements of both Panama and your country of residence. Investors can choose to hold the equity in personal title, while others may opt to hold the asset as part of their self-directed pension fund or retirement accounts. Panamanian or other foreign corporations or entities might be a preferable option to those who favor offshore accounts. If you've been looking to diversify your investment portfolio to include assets with long-term capital growth driven by the income-generating potential of the asset, supported by the fundamental principle of supply and demand, you may well need look no further than an investment in a mango plantation in Panama.